Hey friends, this is Bev Wolfe from Transparency Now. As many of you know, I have two types of arthritis, one severe, one that is growing in severity every day. I also suffer from fibromyalgia, and I am in chronic pain 24/7, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Okay? I'm also allergic to codeine, morphine, Demerol, all aspirins, NSAIDs, Advil, anti-inflammatories of any kind. Now, in 2001, the government of Canada legalized medical marijuana in Canada. Okay? They set a program in place with Health Canada that made you jump through a lot of hoops, but what it boiled down to was if you qualified by filling out forms, going to doctors, getting doctors to represent you, getting your passport photo taken, all this stuff, having your medical history examined. If you qualified for medical marijuana use, okay, you were, through application to the government, allowed to grow your own marijuana or have somebody grow it for you and to use the marijuana for medical purposes. In my case, it is for pain management. Now, what a lot of you don't know is that I am an alcoholic, 16 years sober. I'm also free from cigarettes for the last 5 to 7 years. I had a car accident about 7 years ago and I had a cigarette that day. My point is, if marijuana was addictive, I'd be addicted to it. Because that is me in a genetic nutshell. I am an addict, right, from the very core of my being. So after making a conscious decision to apply for marijuana for medical use, it's not a moral issue for me. So in July this year, after consulting with doctors, two pain specialists, printing off all the different forms off the internet, having my passport photo taken, filling out all the forms, having the doctors fill out the forms, having a criminal records check. He had to have fingerprints done and sent to the RCMP to do a criminal records check, which all it showed was that 23 years ago he had a DUI. Or 25 years ago, somewhere around there, he had a DUI. Otherwise, he's good. And also, he is 16 years sober and also free from cigarettes. And the reason I mention alcohol and cigarettes is because those are two drugs, and I do say drugs, that are A, legal, B, you can buy over the counter, and C, kill people that don't even use them. Okay? Anyway, that was in 2001. This year, or last year, our Prime Minister, Stephen Harper, decided after all these safeguards were put in place with Health Canada, all these formats you had to follow in order to become a medical marijuana user and to grow your own or have someone grow them for you, Harper decided to chuck that all out the window and say, no, you can't grow your own. No, you can't have a designated grower. No, you're going to have to buy your marijuana through a commercial grower, and 9 times out of 10 they live or are far away, so you have to do it by mail order. There is no guarantee that the crops that these commercial growers will grow organically, that they will not use harmful chemicals, pesticides, or whatever the case may be on the plants. Only that you can buy from them. So, what's the point to all this? Today, these came by registered mail. This is my authorization to possess dried marijuana for medical purpose. This is a copy because Wolfie's getting the other one. This is the designated person production license for dried marijuana for medical purposes. This is the production license that Wolfie needs to grow my marijuana because the pain specialist told me, have your husband grow it. You are not physically capable of growing and maintaining marijuana plants. The problem is, folks, that took 4 months. That took 4 months of paperwork, fingerprints, doctor's appointments, pain specialist appointments, criminal record checks, form after form after form, and daily phone calls almost, because when the RCMP did the criminal records check on Wolfie, they mailed it to the wrong Health Canada office, because there's some 200 offices in the Health Canada building. 4 months that took. But we are vindicated. Guess what? 16 weeks is 4 months. 4 months. In 4 months, if my husband starts today to germinate seeds to grow my medical marijuana, in 4 months, that marijuana, when it's ready to be harvested, will be bloody illegal. This is just ridiculous. All the hell we went through. 4 months. 4 months of paperwork and phone calls and pictures and fingerprints and doctor's appointments to be legalized, so that by the time my medicine is mature for harvest, it will then be illegal. This is Bev Wolfe from Transparency Now saying, bravo, Stephen Harper. I'm voting Liberal.